Hablemos de las perspectivas del proceso de paz que ahora se discute con el secretario de Estado norteamericano John Kerry. ¿Cree usted realmente que el primer ministro israelí Benjamín Netanyahu está interesado en una paz basada en la solución de dos estados?
Look, we have to judge a person by what he says and what he does. So, I mean, he declared his position clearly. And I think he has to translate it into action.
¿Pero es posible alcanzar un acuerdo de paz con los palestinos con la coalición actual de gobierno israelí, en la que conviven muy diferentes ideologías y hay diversidad de opiniones al respecto?
I think yes, but the problem is how to translate it to an agreed solution, to an agreed way of making peace. And that is now the mission of Secretary Kerry. We shall support his mission. I think there is no alternative but to have a two-state solution, neither for the Palestinians nor for us. That's the only real alternative available to the two sides in order to live in peace, in order to make progress in the future. The differences are rather psychological than real. I mean, what we have to do in a strange way is to change the mood so we shall be able to change the map. Skepticism is now winning the day. Now, skepticism is not a policy. Skepticism, in my eyes, is a laziness. Lazy people can be skeptical, but it is a mistake. Every other thing calls for actions, for devotions, for decisions. But people all of a sudden are becoming tired and say, we don't know. It's a mistake.
Pero habría que hablar de cosas que hay que proponer. En este sentido, ¿están ustedes dispuestos a negociar el estatus de Jerusalén, a conceder Jerusalén Este como capital a un futuro Estado palestino?
It will be discussed in the negotiations anyway. The problem is, shall we discuss it before the negotiations or through the negotiations or the end of the negotiations? I think that both parties, including the Arab one, I am speaking with their leaders, who are on good terms, they agree to postpone the issue of Jerusalem, which is a very touchy and burning issue, to the end of the negotiations. So not to burn up the negotiations at the beginning, because it's a very, very delicate and complicated issue. It can be solved, but we need a different atmosphere to do so. And I believe that toward the end of the negotiations, the atmosphere will be different, more reasonable, and available, made itself available to deal with the hard issues.
Las relaciones actuales entre Israel y el subcontinente, especialmente después de que en la votación de Naciones Unidas para el reconocimiento del Estado palestino, tan solo 2 países se abstuvieron y el resto del conjunto de países latinoamericanos votó a favor de reconocer a Palestina como Estado en Naciones Unidas.
And I can see in South America, in addition to a political democracy awakening, also an economic democracy coming in, and science is arriving there, changing the whole continent. So for me, the votes of yesterday are not an indication for the positions of tomorrow. And I don't judge situations just by the votes. I'm trying to understand the development, and I can see South America becoming modern, moving ahead. And if you ask me about the past, well, I can criticize if you want. But if you ask me about the future, I'm rather optimistic.
En relación con España, ¿cómo son actualmente las relaciones con el gobierno español?
Well, I don't know. Spain too is going through changes. I think Spain today is mostly busy with her economic problems rather than the political one. I'm not sure that the politics of the world are today in the center of the Spanish attention. It used to be, because we have had the Madrid conference. That was a peace occasion, very important. I don't exclude that we may have another one in Spain, but apparently it will take a little bit more time, because not only Spain and not only us, but the Arab world is going through changes.